The average African in sub-Saharan Africa is in energy poverty. We do have to pay special attention to the developing world, especially the African continent. So we are living in a world now that easily there are about 600 million people who have no access to electricity at all, and about 2.3 billion who have no access to clean cooking. The 2030 goals are very, very critical, and as Sustainable Energy for All, we work with governments on what does your integrated energy plan look like? Where are the people who don't have access to electricity? What is the best way to provide them access? Where are the productive use spots?
So at SEforALL, when we think about sustainable cooling, we're thinking about people, products, and planet to make sure that vulnerable people actually have the cooling that they need to survive, you could say.
In order to achieve the energy transition, we'll need all the skills that we can get. And shutting down half of that skill set is not a good idea if we are to succeed.
We need to invest in the developing countries. We have to look at it as a venture for green growth from the start. So we're not coming back in 20 years' time telling anybody to transition. This whole rationale that we're going to transition one side of the world, but we're going to leave another side of the world in poverty cannot continue. We need to realize that we have to uplift people out of poverty, and people who have abundant energy need to use a lot less energy to allow those other people to grow.
When we talk about energy efficiency in the cooling space, everybody thinks it's super technical, but it's changing lives, it's changing health, it's changing post-harvest losses through cold chains, through storage facilities, for vaccines.
It only takes 7 seconds for a baby or a mother, and I get emotional when I think about it now, to pass away without power supply. And then it struck me that there's nowhere in the world where you can turn on a generator in 7 seconds. And that's what keeps me going. I think what the youth should be talking about is the things you're saying, renewable energy and stuff, but what is the pathway to do that? The conversation is that if every country said they were going to do renewables, there isn't the money to do renewables available. The whole entire financial construct does not support the most vulnerable countries to do renewables. And that's the battle I would hope you guys are fighting for. And we have to look through it and say, can these countries who want to do the right thing afford to even do it?